So these are some examples from homework 14 on just figuring out the domain and the range. So this is just a piecewise function that's graphed, and we are going to try to figure out the domain and range. So the domain is left to right. So I am trying to find all the numbers that go left to right that could possibly fall on this line and this line. So if I go from left to right, all of these numbers are covered up to this point, but that's still covered because that's closed. And then this graph goes up forever and ever. It should have arrows on the end. So that means that all of the numbers forever and ever going left to right will work. So that indicates that our domain is negative infinity to positive infinity. Then when we're looking at our range, which are the y values, I find all the numbers going up and down that are covered by the green lines. Well, 0 isn't. And so I have to start right here. And so those are covered, and then this graph will go up and up forever. So the range is not infinitely because this arrow doesn't go down, and it does not include this point because this point is open. So the lowest that these two green graphs go is +1, but it doesn't include +1. That's why we have the parenthesis. So it does not include the 1, but it would include like 1.000000999, whatever. So we have to put a parenthesis, and then it does go up forever. So positive infinity. So then our next graph looks very similar, but both of them have closed dots. So again, the domain, we start over here, and all of the numbers on the x-axis are represented because this goes forever this way and this goes forever this way. So the domain is still negative infinity to positive infinity. The range this time, it does start right here at this 1, and it continues to go up. But this time, since that 1 is closed in, I have a bracket, which means 1 is included, and it's still positive infinity. So on this one, the domain would start over here, and since this is going to go on forever and ever, slightly this direction, it covers all the way, and it would stop because this is a closed circle, but an open circle, but this is a closed circle. So all of the letters, all of the numbers on the x value are included. So our domain is negative infinity to positive infinity. Then our range, this red does slightly go down, so it's all of these numbers, and then it would stop at the 4 because of that open circle, but this is going up forever and ever. So our range is also negative infinity to positive infinity. And then on this one, it's going to start over here, and it goes and goes and goes, but it actually stops at this -2. So we have negative infinity, and it goes to that -2, but it doesn't include the -2. So -2, and I have to have a parenthesis, but then it starts back up again at the 1, and it goes this direction. So that little u just means a union. It goes from negative infinity to -2 and stops, and then starts over and does not include 1 and is positive infinity. The range. So this side of the graph will continue to go down forever and ever, and this side of the graph will continue to go up forever and ever. So all of the numbers on the y-axis are represented, so negative infinity to positive infinity. And then this one is very similar to the one before it, but there is a closed circle. So all of these numbers are included all the way up until my -2. But this time, because -2 has a closed circle, it includes -2. So this has to be a bracket rather than a parenthesis. And then it starts back up again at +1 and keeps going forever to the right. And it doesn't include that -1 because it's an open circle. So it's a parenthesis, -1 to positive infinity. And then our range, again, same as the one before. It goes all the way to the right. And, well, it goes all the way down, I should say, and it goes all the way up here. So negative infinity to positive infinity.